Hey there, Twisted Sage here. Well, moon's currently 13 degrees of Aries. The Aries moon is one of my favorite moons. For me personally, it conflicts with. So I got Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn in my chart, and so that kind of connects and links a grand, not a grand cardinal square, because well, actually when the moon hits 22 degrees it will connect a bit of a grand square, cardinal square in my chart. Forgot I had North Node 22, South Node 22, Cancer, Capricorn, and then my Mars is, I'm sorry, well, my Mars is Libra, but my Saturn is 22 degrees of Libra. But I usually find Aries moons to be a bit frustrating for me most of the time. I think I would say it's a difficult position for the moon, because the moon is about nurturing and kindness and being a mother. So you have the warrior's emotions, it definitely can bring up angry aspects, intensity. We'll say the full moon I love the way that day started. In fact, I guess this was the day before, but I have a little experiment going, a financial experiment, that I planted seeds back in say Cancer season, and it's a long short-term plan, but I guess I've always been kind of a gambling man. Obviously, my greatest awakening to astrology was 3 years ago, winning $29,000 on a full moon in Aquarius. So yeah, I can't help but try to help to use the energies of the stars to my advantage. I don't know, I guess some might not see that as being too spiritual, but hey, this finite physical world we live in, unless you live somewhere on the beach where it doesn't you can just eat from fruit trees, and I don't know, it's hard, I guess, to turn you back to the ways of society. And so yeah, money's important. Sure, I'd wish it wasn't, but yeah, I'm gonna continue to try to use the stars to my financial benefit, that's for sure. I know a few Aries moons ago, because I do have, it's called part of fortune, and just go and take that literally, the word fortune. It's a mathematical equation where you take your sun, moon, and rising to come up with this specific mathematical point, and mine happens to be 2 degrees Aries, which squares my moon at 2 degrees Cancer. But yeah, I don't know, call it 3 months ago, I think it was early Cancer season. Yeah, because it was before I moved. I made sure to catch the moon right as it conjuncted my part of fortune, and I think I turned $20 into, so I won $30 off of $20, but hey, whatever, it was a scratcher. Since then I've had decent luck, turning 20s and 30s into 50s. So I mean, yeah, it's very small wins, but hey, I'll take every win I can get. But so back to my I'm not going to go in detail to my short long-term hopefully decent come up, but I do have Jupiter in Scorpio, and that's your luck planet. But the fact that mine hit Scorpio would mean that my luck would perhaps come from other people's money. People who have heavy Scorpio or 8th house, and my part of fortune is in the 8th house, so my fortune perhaps coming from other people's money. I borrowed some money from a friend as an experiment to see what's going to happen using my chart and where the planets, the energies line up. So the other day, I was doing a side project. Yeah, I guess, money's become too important in my world, but hey, that's what it is. That'd probably be Venus in Capricorn, and well, Venus doesn't like being Capricorn, but so achievement. I have this my love planet and my money planet to deal with this achievement, and so I need this certain security, you would say, financial security, because of the placement of Capricorn there. Anyway, so I told my buddy, like, yeah, I got, close to half of what I borrowed from him, and I kind of forgot, was waiting to finish one of my paint jobs, but just, you never finish them on the time schedule you wish to. Construction jobs, that is, in general. And so, but anyway, so I'm finishing a side project after hours, so I'd already put an 8-hour in day, and so I ended up putting a 10-hour day in, and at the end, I'm filling up fuel, and I'm going in, and this dude's buying the last 3 scratchers on a $20, and I'm like, okay, wait, shit, this is spirit talking to me, because I wasn't planning on buying a ticket, and I ran out, because I had one in my truck already that I hadn't scratched, and it was a dud. But still, this dude was talking about $500 win, $500 win, $1,000 win, and I don't know, I just trusted my intuition, and I'm like, okay, so I bought one, and supposedly my lucky numbers, through an astrologer, so 6, 9, and 11 are, well, 6 is my power number, 9 is my lucky number, and then 11's like my, kind of like an angel number. I forget what the term he used. In fact, the first time I bought scratchers using those numbers, I didn't win, but I bought the 6th card, the 9th card, and the 11th card, and they all gave me my money back, but I still was like, oh, that's pretty neat. So anyways, so when I happened to buy, because this dude was telling me his story and bought the last 3 in this other deck, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm buying one, and threw it in the truck. And sometimes, I just took my time. I didn't rush into it. In fact, I didn't even scratch it till the next day. And sure enough, this motherfucking card was $500 winner. I'm like, and I just immediately felt like, okay, I planted the seeds. The universe got my back. The stars got my back. I'm making sacrifices. Again, yes, I want financial security, whatever dollar amount that is. I feel like once I can get there, I can be more creative and be, I'm stubborn and fixed. I do have a grand fixed square in my cross in my chart, so yeah, I'm stubborn to change. So anyways, but then, I was all stoked, and I'm like, whoa, stars do got my back. And then my buddy called me to remind me I owed him money. I was like, fuck. But it's okay, because then I didn't have to spend my hard working money towards what I owed him. Alright, guys, so yeah, hit me up. My Corey Hager messenger if you'd like me to run chart for you and have perhaps look at your lucky days and perhaps lucky moments. All right, namaste.